Hello YouTube fans, here again. And to figure out how to do, why not talk about this one? That being from 1978, Piranha. That's right, Piranhas from 1978. Now I've done the Jaws 1, Jaws 2, reviewed them a few times, and I'll probably eventually talk about Jaws 3D, because somebody wanted to do a bit test of them. So I figured out how to do, why not do this one? This one, as we know, was the one what Steven Spielberg said was a dud Jaws rip-off. The man himself, being Steven Spielberg, said this is a damn dud worthy Jaws rip-off. And he's right. He's right, because at this era of time, there was a lot of these Jaws wannabes. You know what I mean? In 1980, we had Halliday, or they had one with a killer whale. We had one in 1981, which definitely was a rip-off of Jaws. You had all these Jaws wannabes after the success of Jaws. Then in 78, not long after Jaws 2 come out, they decided to bring this one out, being Piranhas. But I don't like this one. I like it because I think this one is a damn dud. How can I put it in words? I can put it in words. It's a damn dud. If it is a Jaws rip-off, it's a dud one. And the same director and producers that did this, a couple of years after, would bring you the movie The Howling, and would also work on one of my favourite films, being Demlins with Steven Spielberg. So this is actually a damn dud, I'll say it again, a damn dud worthy Jaws rip-off, or Jaws wannabe, or whatever you want to call it. It really is. So you start off with these couple, they sneak in a toss, they find this abandoned swimming pool, what they think is a swimming pool. They don't know it's a testing pool because they're thick. And the girl and the boy step off, swimming in the water. Lo and behold, I think the lad, if I remember rightly, I think the lad gets bit. She thinks that he's fucking about. He's not. He's still getting bit. Then she swims. She realizes he gets bit, and they both get eaten alive. Then you got a beautiful bit, all in red, piranhas. And then you got this one guy. You get the idea he's a bit of a pisshead, and he's got a daughter who's going camping, and you've got this one woman who's like a reporter who is looking for the teenagers. Do that because they're teenagers. I'm 15, and she's looking for them, and she meets the down and out. And there's a funny thing, he got one guy, you've not seen him before, he's one that paid in Dyers, one that paid Pam's father not to pay, the second actor to pay Jigger, who sadly gets his legs eaten to the bone and then bleeds to death. But before I get to that, like I say, she meets this guy, they're going around, they find the test tank, the test lab, and by accident she feeds the piranhas. My only downer with the film, my only downer is you don't see that many fucking piranhas in it. You see a bit of a cartoon head, and near at the end when they're attacking a guy, they're biting his face, that's when you see them. You get this sound, it sounds more like a fucking tattoo, so you get a bit of blood. And this is the one thing where I will praise the remake of Piranhas, because I felt the remake had the blood, it had the door, it had everything. Where this, it's sort of like cheesing. I thought with the movie Piranhas, I thought it was going to be a bloodbath. You get a few dirty bits, but not really that much. You say you get a bit of nakedness, but not that much as what you do in the remake. That's why I would praise the remake over this. And you know that normally I fucking hate remakes. I really do. But this one I would praise it because I think the remake had a bit more balls. But I do like this one. It's like Steven Spielberg said, it's a dud worthy rip-off of Jaws. So this one guy's going mad because they've unopened it. You find out in warfare he was doing these experiments with these piranhas. And because they feed it, it's going to attack people. And on the way, it does. It attacks this poor farfar, gets eaten up by the piranhas. The guy who was working on this war lab jumps in water to save this little kid here. He gets half bitten and then bleeds to death. And then the father finds out about his daughter in a camp and he's going to save them. One guy who works there is a bit of a dick. He's making kids go swimming. He makes the daughter go swimming, but she manages to get out of dodge. And you got one woman who was, funny enough, was in the howling. In every fucking film, always gets a horrible death in this as well. And I give this film its due. I give this film its fucking due. It's a ballsy film. What do I mean by it's a ballsy film? You've got piranhas attacking kids. I shit you not, you've got piranhas attacking kids. Socorro. But the woman I say out the owl in a bit racist about the cheesy audience, she's trying to get her tits out. Sad to say, doesn't happen. But she does get a lot of blood deaths. She gets dragged underwater. You got a feeling that the piranhas are going to finish her off months in. And this is a bit where if everyone remember a footage where a piranha jumps out and bites a guy in the face, it's this film. So you do see that in the film. And like I say, he's looking soft. There's some bodies, they don't go into detail. And you got one guy, funny enough, appeared in Demnings, he appeared in Inner Space, he appeared in the original The Howling, and he's in this, it's sort of like the mayor. Been in that a lot of films. He's one where Arnie shot him in The Exterminator, a bit where he's buying the guns, and he says, "You're not supposed to put them in there." Wand. That's the actor. And he's a bit of a dick in this. He's just thinking of this. He's thinking of this. He's talking about piranhas. He's not listening. And he's thinking of this. But like the mayor in the original Jaws 1 and 2. And that's his trumpens because they do attack. It's biting people. There's a bit of door there. There's a bit where a deep sea diver gets it. But the one bit, as I say, it attacks everyone. There's a bit of let's do some with tits, which is like typical. And he comes in, the guy again, the one with the beard, the piss head. That's the guy's out doing, bidding out of bodies and everything. I just wish it was like the remake with blood, door, everything. That's the only one thing where I will praise the remake over this. But I do think this is a good film. I do think it's a good film. Like I say, you got the army, they're getting involved, they're talking. You've got this one woman who's a bit of a bitch. You've got the idea she knows there's more than what she's saying. Been in a few films and all. So remember that in a film called Siffers, good film. And so as the film goes on, he goes on a boat. The reporter goes on the boat. He jumps in the water to save the day. The piranhas are biting chunks out of him. They're biting his back. They're biting out of his body. They're biting chunks out of his face. They dash the piranhas. They pull him out in the nick of time, and he's still alive. Badly bitten, but he's still alive. He saved the day. Until you get that. And for people who want to know what the fuck I mean by that, you get a sequel bait opening, which is told in 1981. They made a sequel, piece of shit. But this one, I liked it. I mean, you got the sequel, you got the woman who's the Bix, space, I call the Bix, where she says, "Oh, it's all safe and everything," but there's sort of like just a sly smirk. And you got the idea there's sort of like going to be a follow up of a sequel. It ends with the word piranhas again. You get the sound effect, goes all in bloody red. They got a beautiful ending. And I actually like piranhas. Like I say, it came out in 1978. I do remember there was an iconic photo, a lot of good art photos. There's one where all these piranhas, remember the classic photo, you know what I mean? There's a photo where this woman's underwater, an arm like that, she's streaming, got a piranha biting a chunk out of her. You've got one that's sort of like a laugh off Jaws, where you've got the woman on a jinging, on the folk jinger, and her legs are bent down, and you've got this big piranha down a bite her. Everyone remembers that iconic photo as well. So for Jaws rip-offs, I actually like this one. I like it. I think it was a good film. It's very hard to find on DVD, which is a damn shame. Very damn shame, because to me this is also a classic. If people say right that Jaws 2 is a classic, the same as the unestimated third one, which I'm going to praise, and it doesn't that's been getting a lot of shit, and it doesn't deserve shit. Worstest film? No, you're getting confused with that one, mate. Whoever said that is the worstest film, Rotten Tomatoes, my ass. You're getting confused with that one, not that one. But Piranha's good film. It's a damn good film. As Jaws rip-offs, I think this is a worthy one. I just wish it had a bit more blood, a bit more meat to the bone. If you're going to have the word piranhas, let it rip people to pieces, let tits get ripped out, get arms ripped out, get some good practical effects, get Don Safini into this, get blood, get snot, get everything. This is the only bit where I would say the remake outdoes the 78 one. And normally you know what I think about remakes. I got shit mates. But Saying that, this is still a dud film. It's a dud film. It's too definitely dory when it wants to be. Just wish it had a bit more meat to the feds. That's all I'm saying. But there's some good bits in it. There's a lot of excuses, so nudity system and tits and so on. But if you like horse rip-offs at a certain time, you like a good cheesy film, even though I hate that word, you can't go wrong with Piranhas from 78. But into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.